Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do another what in a day because you guys love it so much, and plus I love filming it for you guys. So I thought, why not? Also, I'm going to do a little Q&A because I got a few questions on Instagram about weight loss and things like that and what I've done. I've done a weight loss Q&A in the past, but obviously I get questions all the time, and plus I like answering for you. It's fine. So I thought I'd do a little Q&A at this at some point in the video, probably when I'm having lunch or something like that. But yes, first things first, we're having breakfast. Got my big Miyoki cup and I will fill it with squash. I'll drink all that because I'm a thirsty gal. I don't know if it's my medication. I've never been so thirsty before, but then after taking medication and things like that, I always get so thirsty. So I have a big, honestly, it's not a bad thing to drink, is it really? So I get a big one of these. Obviously, I don't drink it all, but I drink most of it. And then I grab a coffee. I'm now trying coffee. I don't know if I said this in my last what in a day because I can't remember how I got there and when I started drinking coffee. But basically, if I haven't already said it, I'm trying to drink more coffee so I stay away from the monsters. I used to have about 4 to 5 monsters a week at some point. It was really bad. Obviously, they're costly. And not just that, obviously, it's probably not great for you as well. So yeah, so I thought, okay, and obviously, and the thing is as well with monsters, they make me feel really gross. Yeah, so the thing is with monsters, they make me feel really gross, they make me feel really jittery, they give me high anxiety and things like that. It's just awful. I'd rather just not have them, even though they taste really nice, which is a shame. But yeah, just make me feel really gross for the rest of the day, and then it'd be making me hard to sleep. So at the moment, I've been living off two coffees a day. I have iced coffees. I buy the iced latte salted caramel ones, so in the sachets because I just think they're so handy. So yeah, I'm actually gonna do my hair as well. I just shoved it up like this. I fell asleep last night like this, so well, obviously not with a clip in, but you know what I mean. I'm obviously gonna do my hair, so if it looks wild, that's why. So yeah, I have one of these in the mornings, and then I will start making breakfast. Well, to be honest, I make breakfast and then I start doing my coffee, but I can't. I'm really tired, so we're gonna start coffee first. So yeah, let's have a drink first. I wish I could come on and tell you that I drink water all the time, but I don't because I don't. I just don't. I don't like the taste. I've tried. I have an error bottle. I just don't like the taste of water. So I drink peach squash. Is that a bad thing? No. But I do feel like I drink a lot of fluids in the morning because I'll have my coffee, I'll have my cup, and then I'll also have a clear whey with creatine in. I never know if I talk about creatine, but creatine is honestly, if you're in like, to be honest, if you're just in any sort of world, weight loss world, normal world, whatever, I feel like it's such a good thing to take. It's good for your brain and things like that. I'd highly Google it because I don't want to start giving out false information, but it's good for your brain is all I remember. I did Google it when I first started taking it because I seen that it's good for muscle. That's why people take it when they go to the gym because it's good for like muscle repair and things like that. But yeah, so I just feel like it's good things like that, and that's why I love it. And you only take like it lasts for ages as well. Like the pack is so small. I always get the unflavored one because I always put it in my clear way. But the pack is so small, and the scoops are like tiny, so it lasts like forever as well. And I think this is like £8 or £7 or £8, I think. And I thought that was not bad at all. So I take that every single day as well. But yeah, let's make the coffee. What I normally put in my coffees is these My Protein flavor drops. I get the toffee flavored ones. They're 0 calorie, 0 sugar, and they're really good. I take these to work. Like I've had this for ages, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. Will you be able to see? Yeah, you can kind of see this. It's filled up to about here still, which I think is really good considering I've had this for so long. Like you only put a tiny bit of drops in because it's so sweet. They do a couple of other flavors as well, but I got the toffee flavor, and I think it's really good for iced coffees and things like that. You can kind of put in anything. I just put it for my iced coffees. I think they're really good. But then I got a Dolly's desserts delivery from TikTok Shop a couple of days ago, and I've been having Bueno dessert topping in my iced coffees, and it is really nice, but I feel like it's not something I should have every day because of the calories and things like that and the sugar rush and all that stuff really. So I'm not going to have it today because I had one the last 2 days, but honestly, it's a game changer. I love this Weightloss sauce. And plus, I don't want to use it all. So, so we're not going to go for that. We're just going to go for my normal. So I'm going to get my cup now. I've been getting quite a lot of questions as well from like Instagram and TikTok and that, where my cup's from. It's actually from TikTok shop. I think it's about £3, but I think you can get it from like Shein and stuff like that as well. But I feel like you can't really say that on TikTok shop. But yeah, it's all like pretty much the same. Oh, Temu, that was it. It was Temu. But I liked it because it had a lid on it and stuff and a little glass straw and stuff. And I just thought that was so handy. And I use it for like my Pepsi Maxes and stuff like that. Like, I love it. It's great. I know there's salted caramel flavouring in it. And you were like, Caitlin, why are you adding the flavour drops? Where'd that go? The flavour drops as well. And I'll be like, babes, the thing is, I hate the taste of coffee. I do feel like I'm getting better though. Like, I feel like I'm putting less of these in now, even though that just look like I've just put a lot in there. And I do feel like I'm getting better with the coffee taste. So that's good. But I'm still not quite there yet. I mean, it's only been like a month, I think. But I've been loving this, and that's the main thing. And plus, it's a lot cheaper than getting Monsters. When you think about it, there's 8 sachets in here for £1.19. At work, Monsters, I can get them for 2 for £2.70. So that's £1.35 each. That's only for 2, obviously. So I know I probably talk about money way too much, but money is a big thing, especially when you live on your own. And someone actually did ask me a question, because I actually looked at the questions on Instagram, and someone did actually ask me a question about it, but I will answer it in a bit. This is the finished look. Yummy. So good. So I'm going to put that down there. I make my breakfast. So I am still really boring, and I do make my baked oats still. I still use the same recipe. I still do everything else. So if you haven't seen my videos before, we're going to make baked oats together, because why not? Why not? So first things first, you're going to need scales. I think I paid like £5 or £6 for these from like anywhere. I think like Home Bargain sell them, The Range sell them, everywhere's got them. They're great. Honestly, they're so handy. I would rather have these ones. Okay. Saying that, it's been a bit of a mare now. Oh, there we go. I'd rather have the electronic ones than like anything, so then you can just put it on and then just set it to 1, and it saves you like messing around and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You just put it on, sort it. Okay, so first things first, we get 50 grams of porridge oats. I just use normal ones. Like I don't get anything special. I don't get high protein ones. I don't get the rolled oats from like My Protein like some people do. I just think that's costly. I can get a pack of like oats for like 99p, and the stuff. I mean, I go through oats every single day, but like a pack will probably last me about 2 weeks. So I'd rather just keep the cost down and just use like stuff like that. There's just no need. Yeah, so obviously to keep the cost down, that's what we do. And there's just no need. But I would say if you go to Aldi and go to Asda, they're the same price for the same ones, but the Asda ones say they've got less calories in. So check that out. They used to anyway. I haven't looked in a while. Because also I did want to say as well, I don't calorie count anymore, because I haven't even told you guys. I hit 5 stone. I did it in a short, but I haven't told you in real life. I hit 5 stone loss. I can't believe it took me this long to get into the video to tell you I've hit 5 stone loss. Jesus Christ. So now I don't calorie count. I still weigh myself like weekly, and I've stayed the same weight, which is great, and stuff like that. So obviously, clearly, I know that I've learned something if I'm not calorie counting now and staying the same weight. Oh, also, I've just put half a teaspoon in of baking powder, and I've just put 25 grams of protein powder in as well. I use the Free Sol one. It's got all these benefits in, and honestly, I feel like it helps me. Now, I don't know if it does, but I feel like it does. And it tastes banging anyway. It's the best vegan protein powder. Well, it's actually the best protein powder I've ever had. Do you know what I mean? It's vegan, which is great. It's salted caramel flavor. They do chocolate and they do vanilla, I think. I always get the salted caramel one though. And I'll link it down below. I got mine from TikTok shop, but she does have her own website, and they're just really, it's a really nice company. They do loads of other stuff. They do like, but I prefer just to get in their protein powder. So yeah, but yeah, I cannot believe it's just took me this long to tell you guys I've done that. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. So I don't add biscuit spread anymore to my protein oats purely for the fact of I felt like I just wasn't getting the taste. Like nothing was getting there, and I just thought it's added calories for like no reason. Like there was nothing there. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd understand like if it was nice. It obviously is nice, but like I just felt like it just tastes the same without it. So I don't put it in because it's an extra like I think it works out to be about 50 or 60 calories. And I just think like what's the point when it makes no difference? So I just add a honey on top now if I want a bit sweet, or that bueno spread. Do you know what I mean? Or dessert topping, whatever. So that's what I do personally. Obviously, you can add whatever you want in, but I feel like because the protein powder is so overpowering, then yeah, you just don't need to. And then I just put 110 grams of uh, almond milk in it. I always get the no sugars one because you just never know when you need it for another recipe and things like that. And plus, like, you don't need sugar one really. It all tastes the same anyway, in my opinion. But probably someone will argue that one. But yeah, I lost 5 stone. So basically, I really want to come across this. And maybe when I'm cooking my breakfast, I'll actually tell you. Maybe when I'm doing my clear weight, I'll actually go into more depth about it because when it came across on TikTok, I felt like it looked like I was cheating. So then I put this in for, how long do I put it in for? I put it on 180 degrees for 15 minutes in the air fryer. So I do that. So that's that done. And then we'll do my clear whey. The clear whey I've got at the moment is this Vimto one. Oh my god, it's like the best. I like normal Vimto, but this one, it just hits different. It's never on offer, but if it is, I try and get this one because it's just banging. I love it so much. It's the raspberry, orange, and passion fruit one. If you haven't tried this, get to know. It's absolutely amazing. I've said that too much, but it is. It's so good. Mm. And then yeah, I just put a scoop of creatine in. When I tell you the scoop is tiny, I told you the scoop is tiny. That's it. That's one little scoop, and it's honestly, I feel like you can. I feel like you can tell when I don't take it. Do you know what I mean? Like honestly, like yeah, and obviously it's good for muscle benefits and stuff like that. But I haven't been to the gym in nearly 3 weeks, which I'm going to touch on that as well, on why and where I've been and what's going on and stuff like that. Because obviously I've spoke about on Instagram and stuff like that, but if you don't follow me or haven't seen my like videos or whatnot, then you won't know what's actually gone on and what's happened. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to sit you down with my clear whey. No, I'm going to sit you down with my coffee and I'll put this in the fridge because I just feel like it just never gets cold enough and I love it when it's cold. So I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to put it in the fridge. So yeah, I've lost 5 stone in total. So I was starting at 17 stone and now I've gone down to 12, if you didn't know. Because obviously there's some people that are going to be new subscribers and stuff like that. So if you are new around here, please subscribe. I always leave it to the end and I feel like that's really bad. So please comment down below if you want me to do more weight loss videos because I don't mind at all. And tell you my tips and tricks I've learned over the years. But yes, I've lost 5 stone. And the way it came around, I was really ill and I had a sinus infection, which was awful. Honestly, the one side of my face was so swollen. It gave me a pressure head. I was crying constantly. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Honestly, it was awful. It was so bad. I've never had one before, and I hope I never have one again. And I hope no one ever has that because it's awful. I had to go to the doctors and get antibiotics, and the antibiotics, they didn't work because it was a 5-day course. After the 5 days, I still felt rubbish, and I couldn't even open my jaw properly to eat. because it was so painful, like because my face was so swollen. So it was so bad. It wasn't a great vibe. So I feel like I haven't posted for a few weeks now. I think I posted one short the other day, which was the first in a long time. But because I've been so ill, and then I had a week off work, and then getting back into it with work last week was just draining. And I just feel like this week was like the first week I've actually felt okay to actually think, okay, let's film. So I think that's why, like, I just haven't, obviously, and stuff like that, and it's not been great. So yeah, not had a great time, but it is what it is. So yeah, when I came around, obviously, because I wasn't eating and stuff like that, which obviously I'm not saying, I'm not promoting and stuff, I felt like that's how it came across, because when I was ill, shortly after I was better, I posted that I lost 5 stone. So I don't know if people thought, oh my god, she's lost 5 stone because she starved herself. And I didn't want anyone to come across as that. But basically, I weighed myself while I was ill, and I know you shouldn't. Like, it was bad. I shouldn't have done. But I did. You get intrigued. Well, I do anyway. I don't think you should, but I do. And I was 11 stone 11, I think. I went down to when I was not eating. But then when I was getting back to normal and eating again and stuff like that, and getting back to a normal routine, I stayed at 12 stone, which meant I lost 2 pounds, because I was 12 stone 2 before I got ill. So yeah, to put it bluntly, that's I lost my 12 stone. Not because I was ill. I was just, you know what I mean. I was just getting back to normal routine, and I was still at 12 stone. So I thought, great, cool. I'll take that as a 5 stone loss. So yeah, and do you know what I think it was? Not me getting ill. Well, sort of. Not because I starved myself, because I slowed down. So basically, if you didn't know, my normal routine is doing 15,000 steps per day at least. Sometimes I can do 20,000, sometimes I can do 30, depending on my day and what I'm doing. Um, and sometimes I can do like 10,000, but mainly it's around from 15,000 upwards, and nothing more than 30K. And then I'll go to the gym 3 times a week. And then at some point I was doing running as well as going to the gym and stuff like that. And I was just doing a lot of exercise. And if you didn't know, and if you're honestly wondering why your weight isn't going down on the scales, it's because when you do too much exercise, your body goes into stress mode, which makes you carry more water. And I've known this for ages. And that's why I went down to 3 days at the gym, because I thought, I'm doing all this exercise walking wise, and then I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. So I think with me slowing my body down, relaxing a bit and stuff like that, and just trying to get better and stuff, it kind of gave me my body thinking, right, well, you're carrying less water now. You're actually 12 stone, babes. Probably been 12 stone for a long time. It's just you've had all this water in your body and thought, okay, cool. So I think that's why. But to be honest, I've gone back to my normal routine. Last week, I was still hitting like 10K every day, but I haven't been to the gym. This week, I went for a run on Monday. Me and Josh are going to go to the gym for the first time. He hasn't been to the gym longer than me. I think it's about 4 weeks now since he's been. And we were going to go to the gym, and then we just didn't have chance. And then we had both had work, and then today's Friday, and I haven't even thought about going to the gym, to be honest. I think it's because I got such a full-on day, I haven't even thought about it. So I'm thinking maybe like Sunday morning I might go to the gym, because I do like a Sunday morning. If it's nice weather, then I don't really want to get pissed right through. I might go to the gym on Sunday morning. So yeah, get back to my normal routine, I guess, because I do need to. I do miss the gym. Even though I feel like I've lacked motivation quite a lot the last couple of months, I do feel like I've missed the gym. And I do think if I get a nice TikTok to follow and things like that, and I'm just going to do like a full body workout, I do feel like I'll get back into it just fine. I do really do miss the gym. And I only went for a run, and I think I was out for about an hour and 15 minutes the other day, and it did me world of good. Do you know what I mean? It made me in a better mood. It just made me feel better. So I feel like going back in the gym, I'll be fine. It's just getting to the gym and getting back into it. Do you know what I mean? I hope that people understand that, and I'm just like not promoting that I'm lazy, because I'm not. I am not lazy. I definitely used to be, but this lifestyle change has just gotten so much better. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's how I lost my 5 stone. Well, my last 2 pounds, should I say? I didn't lose 5 stone in a week. Jesus. Um, but yeah, that's it. So 5 stone down officially, and I've stopped calorie counting now. And I don't know. I've always thought about this. Like, sorry, I thought I heard something in the background. I thought it was my Alexa going off then. And I've always thought about this. Like, when am I gonna start cutting out my clear whey, my protein powders, and things like that? And you know where I think like I think this is for life now. I do think like maybe when I have kids, life gets busy. You do like stop buying things like that. But I do think for now and for the next couple of years, I do think I will keep having my protein powders and things like that and adding that to my routine. Just stop calorie counting really. And yeah, it's been a few weeks now since I've stopped calorie counting because I hit 5 stone, and I'm still the same weight, which is great. And but yeah, this week's I've gotten more back into it. Like I've been doing, I think Monday I did like 20,000. Yesterday I did 20,000 steps. And then I think Tuesday was about 14, 15,000. So yeah. So I'm getting back into it, defo, for sure. So, which I feel better for. Do you know what I mean? I love a good walk. I just love it. So I feel better for it. But anyway, I'll do my Q&A at lunchtime. I'm going to hopefully have my breakfast now. Oh, it's got 51 seconds to go. So I'll speak to you all in a bit when my breakfast comes back out. So obviously when it comes out, it is hot AF. I will show you my baked oats. Will you be able to see? Yes. This is what they look like. And then obviously you can add whatever toppings you want on. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever vibes. Do you know what I mean? So my personal favorite is Greek yogurt. I get the low fat stuff either from Asda or Aldi. It doesn't really matter where I get it from. Like it's all the same. So fat free yogurt. So I put that on top. I put some frozen raspberries on top. I get these from Aldi. Aldi seems to be the cheapest for the big bag. Well, it's not a big bag, but it's a bigger bag than Asda, and this is still cheaper. So I'm not sure about other shops. Obviously, I don't go to other shops, but that is what I do personally. So I always get mine from Aldi. And then today we're going to put honey on. So I just get the runny honey. And then I do normally weigh this, but I've been really lazy the last couple of weeks and I haven't bothered. But to be honest, I feel like I don't put that much on. It's all good. It's all good. Can you see? I think you can. Yeah. But yeah, this is my loving at the moment. I'll take a little zoom up picture as well so you can see it. And I will speak to you all if I eat anything in between, which I probably won't. I'll have this with my clear whey, like I said. Let me get my clear whey out. This is what it looks like now. This is the masterpiece. But yeah, I'll have this with my clear whey, and I will speak to you all when I have lunch. So I hope I look comfy. I feel comfy, to be honest, and I just thought it beats sitting on the floor. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So I thought I would do a little Q&A. So for dinner, I was just gonna have like a tuna sandwich at home, but then I got really thirsty uptown. It got really hot really quick, and I've just not long got back from town. I've done 14,327 steps, and yeah, and I got a bit thirsty. So I thought instead of just buying just a drink, I might as well just get a meal deal and just be done with it, because it just makes it cheaper, doesn't it? Well, in my head it does anyway. So that's what I did. So I got a sugar-free Fanta fruit twist, my go-to. Well, not my go-to anymore. Used to be. Love a good Fanta fruit twist. So got that. And then I got a chicken and bacon sandwich and then some refrigerators. So I thought while I'm sat here eating with you guys, I would sit and answer the few questions I got from Instagram. Are you like a snack person first, or are you like a sandwich person first? Because I have to eat my snacks first. Yeah. So let's get into it. So the first question was, what size clothes were you before and after your weight loss? So I was more of an 18, but I didn't like to admit that. When I first started, I wanted to stay a 16. So I always say 16 to 18, but I'd probably say I was more of an 18 than a 16 uh, at that point. But we'll say 16 to 18. Now I'm more of a 10 to 12. Um, I've just been to Primark, got a few bits. I'll show you that haul in a bit when I get a chance because I got a few bits and I thought I might as well just show you guys. I'm a medium now, but then I got a small and some Primark stuff, so we'll say small to medium. I was a large to an extra large. No, I think I was I was a large to extra large then. Yeah. Someone asked, how tall are you? I am 5'8", so hence why I want to be 12 stone. Well, that's why that was my goal weight. I hope she doesn't mind me. I don't think she'll see my videos anyway, but I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. But it's like this girl on my Instagram. We talk sometimes, and she is the same height as me, and she looks a lot slimmer than I do. Yet she's a little bit heavier than me. She's the same height as me, and it's just crazy how different people carry weight. Do you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, even at being at the same height. So you kind of have to remember not to compare yourself to people. I know that is easier said than done, but you got to do it. So the next question is, how did you stay motivated on the harder days? I like this question. I do, because it is so hard. I think the whole journey is it's a whole journey on its own, really. Do you know what I mean? On the harder days, so for instance, I always really struggled with motivation, and that was mainly like for eating wise. Like I think I kind of put myself up and I go to the gym, but eating it's always been a hard thing for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always been a big eater, and it's so easy just to grab like a packet of crisps. I love nuts. I'm always eating nuts. Like I love, well, not always, but like on the weekends, I love eating nuts. Do you know what I mean? Like I always like to snack on things, and it's just really hard to like. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to grab like a bag of sweets and just eat that, because I did it in kind of two stages. So from April 2022 to, well, it was on and off from April 2022 to the end of 2022. And then I started again in the start of 2023. And then I got diagnosed with epilepsy in the February of 2023. So then I stopped again. And from that time, I think I only lost like just under 2 stone. So it wasn't a lot, but it was still obviously a start. And at that point, I think if I knew what I knew now, in 2022, I would have done it a while ago. But obviously, like I suppose it's a whole journey, isn't it? You just learn things, don't you? When I first started, at that point, I was just trying to move my body more, eat a bit better. It didn't really work. It was trying to just really small portions and then eat a bag of sweets at the end of the night. Eat a donut at the end of the night. Eat 3 donuts at the end of the night. Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't doing very well. So when I started my calorie deficit in June 2023, obviously I learned about food and stuff like that. I feel like that's when I got really motivated. I was just TikToking everything. I was seeing what recipes I could do. I was getting excited. I was looking at easy recipes because I don't know about anyone else. Obviously, we're all busy. We're all busy people. We're adults. You know what I mean? We're busy. So I don't have a lot of time on my hands. So I was looking at things that I could just meal prep the start of the week or whenever you need to, and just go from there really. And it helped me a lot. I was eating because I'm a sweet gal. I've got a big massive sweet tooth. So I was doing like protein cheesecakes and things like that, and I was loving that. I was loving it. I love it. I love it. I've gone off them now. I eat them too much. I've had them too much. I've gone off them, but you know, starting out, love them so much and things like that. And I feel like that's where it really motivated me because, like I said, like if I wanted it, I just grab it out of the fridge, eat it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't buy any sweets for ages, like months and months and months. I didn't buy any crisps. I mean, I'd eat more rice cakes than crisps. Anything that was like rubbish for me, I didn't eat. I'd be buying a lot of fruit. I have a lot of frozen fruit, so I can just snack on that. And is it the way to go? I don't know. It's just I love a good snack, and I just need something that's was gonna make me lose weight. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I did it. Harder days of exercise. Where I would start is if you are really unmotivated to do it, just go out for a walk. This is where I started. Obviously, I mean, the weather's not always a-okay, but if I was really unmotivated that day and okay, so for instance, the weather is rubbish, then I would just say, look, don't be too hard on yourself. If you can't do it that day, you're knackered or whatever, then don't do it. Don't force yourself, because I feel like that's where you resent it and make it worse. And like I said, if the weather is nice, there's always walks, or there's always going on YouTube and looking at exercises and stuff like that and just copying one of those. I've done that before, and I'm still moving my body. But at the end of the day, you just have to remember, don't be too hard on yourself. You're only human at the end of the day. You will do it. It's a hard one, but you'll get there. I feel like I'm really struggling at the moment because I haven't been to the gym for so long. And like I said this morning, I have missed it, but I'm also kind of one of them where I could live without it at the same time. But I do want to go back. It's just hard. And sometimes it's like that. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just need that little break and then you're fine again. Maybe. I don't know. Next question is, how do you keep calorie counting affordable? I feel like it can be so expensive with food. Now, I totally agree with you with that. I remember when I first started my calorie deficit in June 2023, like I said, and I was looking at everything and I was going, I cannot afford this. Like, it's too expensive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, I ain't paying any of this shit. I totally agree. It can be so expensive, especially if you buy, like, for instance, everyone goes on about how they buy protein puddings from, like, Aldi. They're like £1 each. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want 7 a week, like, so obviously a week's worth, which is obviously once a day, 7 days a week, that's like £7 just on protein puddings. And then you've got like other things on top, or whatever you eat. Do you know what I mean? I just think that's really expensive. So I never really bought things like that. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to things like this. I'm a cheapskate for anything. Unless I need it and it's reasonable, I will buy it. But I am a cheapskate and I will keep costs low as possible, especially when living on your own. It can be so expensive. So with me, I buy frozen chicken. I live off chicken because it's so cheap. I can get a kilo bag from Aldi. I think Asda are the same price as well, for £4.25. And I can buy like I think I buy about 4 bags a month, 3 to 4 bags a month, and that will last. But I do switch it up sometimes, and I do buy packs of mints as well. I buy 3 packs of mints a month, which I split into 4 portions, because like that's how much you can, like, the protein and the calories is just like enough. And that's great as well. So I can batch cook that for the week if I need to. And I buy the 5% fat one, so it's a bit more expensive. It's £3.49 from Aldi, but you can split it in 4 portions, so it's not that bad. I buy low fat Greek yogurt and just eat it with frozen raspberries and things like that. Like, keep it as like low fat Greek yogurt, a kilo thing, which I go through a week, is £1.65 from Aldi. I've split my shops between Aldi and Asda, because they're like the both the 2 cheapest that I've ever like really come across, really. And I buy a lot of rice cakes as well. They are 99p and they'll last me about a week. I have about 2 a day. They last me about a week, and they're only 20, I think it's 23 calories per one. And like I said before, I make protein cheesecakes. So yeah, obviously you have to buy the protein powder, but the protein powder from My Protein is quite cheap, and they've always got sales and stuff on. They've always got protein like codes and things like that. So, and that big massive kilo, I think it's a kilo, it might be 500 grams, I can't remember. It's massive anyway. That will last me months. Like, I don't use it all the time. I used to, but I don't anymore. But that will last me months when I did use it all the time. So yeah, it is expensive to start off with, but then you realize that you don't need to buy protein bars. I do not buy protein bars because they're just so expensive. They're high in calories and it's not great. The only thing I do buy protein wise is the Arla protein yogurts. They're four for £3 in Asda. I'm not sure about anywhere else. I only get them from Asda. And they seem the best for me. I buy, because I do a 2 weekly shop, then I just buy them. I just buy 8 at a time. And yeah, I just figured out some recipes and things like that. I just try to keep costs as low as possible. When I have my dinners for lunches for work, I have frozen cold water prawns. So I just get a portion out at a time whenever how much I want, depending on how many shifts I'm working in the week together. And I have a lot of tuna as well, which obviously lasts in the cupboards and things like that. I just get a lot of things that are long lasting. I don't really buy a lot of fridge stuff. So my fridge always looks so empty because I just don't buy much fridge stuff because it just doesn't last for me, especially when I am living on my own as well. And I buy a lot of frozen veg. Well, I say a lot, not really, because I don't really like a lot of frozen veg. So I just buy peas, and then I'll just buy like broccoli once a week, sometimes kale, depending how I'm feeling, and things like that. But yeah, I hope that helped. I hope that all made sense. So yeah, like cream cheese and that you can get for 89p from Aldi, and I mix that into recipes. I do anything with it, and I obviously make protein cheesecakes with it and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just really handy, and obviously keeps the cost down. But personally, for me, I can't be affording buying these protein puddings all the time from like Aldi and whatnot. Yeah, 99p is great, but it just adds up, doesn't it? Um, and yeah, things like that. And plus, because I do struggle to get my protein in, then I do drink Clearway, which is a bit expensive, and stuff. But that is like the main thing that I normally just buy that lasts me. It's only 20 servings, and I drink it every day, so it only lasts me 20 days. But that's the only thing I really buy that's a bit more on the expensive side. I hope that helped. Like I said, I eat a lot of chicken. I buy sometimes. I buy king prawns and things like that. You can eat like half a bag. They're literally like about 60 calories in a half bag, I think. Honestly, it's so good. Talking to another girl on Instagram about it, and she was on about this as well. And she was saying like it's kind of one of them things. If you're willing to eat the same stuff all the time, then that's kind of how you keep your costs down. Really, like I'm very like samey. It does not bother me eating the same stuff, especially because you live on your own. It's not really that bothering. But if you obviously want to spice it up every now and obviously all the time, then it's going to be costly. But it just all depends on personal preference, really. But that's how I do it. But last but not least, someone's asked, how do you feel about maintaining your weight after your weight loss journey? So obviously it's been a few weeks now since I've hit my 5 stone and stopped calorie counting. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. I do feel like I'm doing well. I'm still having my treats as normal. Like I still like me and Josh had a Domino's. Oh my god, we had a Domino's on Saturday. When I tell you how much food we had so much food. I'll try and see if I can find a video on it because I think I posted it on TikTok. I know Instagram. I think it was Instagram. We had 2 medium pizzas. We had, what else did we have? We had wedges and these like pepperoni like pinwheels, I think they're called. And then we had 2 cookies each as well. It was so much food, but it was so good. It was just what we craved. It was so good. And then me and Josh are going to Manchester soon as well. So I feel like it's gonna be a lot of food there as well. But because I do a lot of walking and things like that, then it don't think, and like I still eat my normal, like obviously I have my protein oats I have every day. So I have my normal for lunch. I have a protein yogurt for lunch, a sandwich, crisps, and then if I'm still hungry, I'll have fruit as well sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. It just depends what I've got in really and things like that. I have very samey food, so I feel like that's how I can kind of maintain it. I know that with pasta and things like that, like 100 grams of weight, like so basically 100, so 50 grams of dry weight pasta equals 100 grams ish, and it's about 156 calories for rigatoni pasta. So I know things like that really, and so you can kind of guess like how much calories you're gonna have and how much protein you're gonna eat and stuff like that. I have been slacking. I haven't really been eating pudding, and if I have, it's not been protein puddings. It's just been a bit of Greek yogurt with some fruit and some honey. I've been a bit lazy on that front, but other than that, I feel like I'm okay, and I've stayed the same weight, so I feel like I'm doing okay, and I feel like I can. But like I said this morning, I don't know if I'll ever go off the whole like protein stuff. I feel like that I just like it, so I feel like I'm gonna keep buying it until things change, life changes, I guess, and see what happens. But yeah, that was my lunch. I feel okay for now, but I might have a packet crisp in a bit. I've got a lot of work to be done. I want to sort out underneath my bed. I want to sort out my wardrobe. I want to sort out the cupboard in here. It looks awful, honestly. There's so much mess. I feel like my clothes need sorting out, and stuff like that. So I'm going to sort all that out. And then I'll speak to you all if I eat anything. And obviously, I'll show you my haul for Primark in a bit. And yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Hi everybody, probably look in absolute states, but we're ignoring that. Sorry, the lighting's really bad. I've just had a little nap. I was probably asleep about just under 2 hours, and I thought I would have a quick coffee, just using my flavour drops again. So yeah, that's about it really. Nothing too major to say. I'm gonna quickly. I'm not hungry, so I'm not gonna obviously have anything. I'm gonna have a coffee, and then I'm gonna start my day by sorting out my wardrobe and all that stuff. I'm just having a coffee. Can you see? Yeah, you can. I think I might have too much water in it though, which I'm not sure if it's gonna be really watery at that point. I'll speak to you all soon when I'm cooked dinner, which I don't even know what I'm gonna have because I was meant to get chicken out and I didn't, so I'm gonna have to go get from frozen, which is it's not a big deal. Do you know what I mean? So I'll speak to you all very soon. Hello, everybody. So we are back. I've got my little Primark haul for you all. Not much. I literally got like 3 things. Come to £35. I'm sorry, what? So this is the first dress. It is long length. You probably can't see it full, but it comes like pretty much straight to like nearly it's pretty much full length, to be honest. What I'm a bit annoyed about is when I was in the shop, it didn't look like it was gaping, and now I look like it's gaping, and the only thing I've changed is not wearing a bra because I thought it'd look better. So maybe that's the thing, maybe I need to wear a bra. Anyway, so that's the only thing I've changed. So I'm sorry if it doesn't look like it fits me, but it did in the shop. That's the most annoying part. So I'm hoping it'll be okay. Anyway, I really liked it, apart from the fact of I'm gonna have to put a bra on, aren't I? Because actually really doing my head in now. One sec, we're gonna put a bra on. I feel like it looks better. I don't know. Anyway, I really like this dress anyway. It was £18. I did try it in a size 12, but I felt like it felt too big on me, and then it didn't feel like it flattered me. So I went down to a size 10, and I thought it looked okay in the shop, and now I'm really second guessing myself. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I really like it. This is the back. Um, it's got like flary arms. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really liked it anyway. So happy with that. And when I like something, I have to buy it because I never like any clothes. So yeah, but I'll try in the next 2 pieces now. I was gonna straighten my hair, but it's just way too hot in here. So I got a jumper. So you're like, Caitlin, what the hell have you got a jumper for? It's August. I'm like, I know, but you know when you see something and you think, if I don't pick this up now, I won't see you again, and I'll regret it because, like I said, I don't like a lot of stuff. So it's got a little like detailing of the button on each side. It's just a cute, simple, like pink jumper. I thought you could wear it with leggings like I am now, with jeans, do whatever, dress up, dress down. It looks really nice and it's super comfy. This was £11. And then I just got like a basic t-shirt, which I always get them from New Look anyway, but I saw this one in Primark. It is the same price as New Look ones, but I'll try that on for you all as well. I don't know if this is going to pick it up on camera, but it's like covered in fluff from the jumper because I didn't know it was in the same bag. But this is the basic t-shirt, £6, super cute, just basic. But you just, I feel like it's always a staple. Like no matter what time of year, you know, summertime's obviously not the best of times, and it's just you just never know when you need it. Also, I got it a size medium. The jumper was a size small because I forgot to say. I did get a tried on a size medium and it just didn't fit me properly. It was a bit too big, you know, and it just looks stupid. It doesn't flatter you. So I got that. And then the last but not least, I went to New Look and I've been looking for a like card holder for so long because I've got a card holder and it's from Las Vegas. I've had it went to Las Vegas in 2019, so not for 5 years now. It's done me well, but you know where it's like battered. It's a Michael Kors one. I didn't pay much for it, and it's real. We got it in an outlet shop in Las Vegas, but you know where like it's battered. But I got this. It was $6.99 from New Look. It's just like a basic just a basic um card holder. Do you know what I mean? And I like it that had a purse like the coin bit as well because I don't carry cash very often, but sometimes I do have coins and stuff like that. And I've been struggling to find one for so long. So you know when you see it and you're like, I know it's so random. I wasn't buying anything else from New Look, and I thought, just get it while you see it, Caitlin. So pick that up as well. Because I'm super lazy and I don't carry a purse around. I don't need to carry a purse around, you know what I mean? I have my ID, I have my bank card, and then I have my bus pass, and that's literally all I need to get through life. Do you know what I mean? You know? So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little it's been like a little vlog more than anything, to be honest. But yeah, I'll speak to you all when I'm having dinner. What time is it now? It is, oh god, it's well later than I thought. It's like 25 to 6. I'm not hungry yet. But I did accidentally do something. I can't get them out. So, I was just chilling on the sofa and I did have a little nap, like I said. So I did actually accidentally polish off a whole bag of the squashies. They've got new ones. They're cherry cola. I think I've thrown the bag in the bin because I've eaten them all, but they are banging. If you haven't tried them, get to know. But yeah, I did eat a whole pack, so I think it's probably why I'm not hungry. So yeah, like I said, I haven't got anything out for tea. I have got a slice of pizza from my friend, so it might be a bit of a random tea tonight, but that's fine. It's only me. We're not bothered. Um, but yeah, well, I'll speak to you all soon if I make tea, which I probably will, but it probably won't be till later. But I've still got to make my breakfast for lunch. I mean, breakfast for lunch? I still got to make my breakfast for work tomorrow and stuff like that. So got a lot to do, and I can see behind me, this is my vintage pile, which I don't think I'm going to be able to tackle today. But yeah, I've started. That's the main thing. But anyway, I'll speak to you all soon. So for tea, I'm really not that hungry, so I thought I would do. So I kind of found like this, it's chicken and bacon, like low calorie recipe thing on TikTok. Obviously, I'm not going to do chicken because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered and I'm not that hungry anyway. So I'm just going to do bacon. It's like a bacon pasta, bit of like, looks like cheese. They use cottage cheese. I haven't got cottage cheese, but they did use cream cheese as well. So, and I've used milk. I've only got almond milk, so I hope this goes okay. And they use Parmesan cheese, which I do have. So I'm hoping it will go okay. I don't know what it's going to be like. It could be the best thing ever, but it could also be the worst thing ever. And I might be starving. But I'm not that hungry anyway, so it's fine. But hopefully for the best. So I'm going to use rigatoni pasta, just because they did use tagliatelle, but I don't have that. So that's fine. So I'll let you know what it's like when it comes out, because it could be really gross. And if it's really nice, then I'll tag the recipe down below, and I will probably do it again. But yeah, it's like loads of herbs and spices, chicken and bacon, cottage cheese, cream cheese, milk, Parmesan cheese, and then tagliatelle. Nice and easy, quick and easy. I thought that will do. So yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll speak to you all when I'm having my dinner. So this is what I'm having. Sorry, I don't really want to tip it up, but you'll be able to see. Yeah. So I'm going to just test it on camera because I'm a bit nervous. I put loads of Parmesan cheese on top, as you can see, but I'm a bit nervous what it's going to taste like. In the end, I actually put Greek yogurt in, as well as the cream cheese, to make it a bit more creamier. So yeah, let's give it a go. It's actually not bad, considering it was like a really make your own dinner. God knows how many calories in it. I put like 3 bacon medallions in it. and then obviously 50 grams of dried pasta, and then obviously a bit of Greek yogurt, cream cheese, but I didn't weigh anything out. It was all a very guessing game, so God knows, but oh well. This is what it looks like, and this is what it tastes like, and yeah, I'll speak to you all in a bit when I have pudding. So I want something nice and fresh, so I'm thinking I'm going to have some Greek yogurt, which I think there's not much left, so I'm just going to have it. No, I'm not going to have it all, because I want some for tomorrow. So I'm going to put some in the bowl, and at the moment, I've just been having this with like either honey, or I've got like, what else have I got? Oh, I've got a bueno sauce, which I had the other day, which was really nice. And I'm just having it like frozen yogurt. I mean, frozen raspberries. And then I'm just having it with like a meringue. Meringues are good for low-calorie pudding. If you want like an etames or whatever. Etames. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I think everyone's different anyway. I suppose it's whatever you think's right, I guess. But yeah, I know obviously it's full of sugar and stuff like that, but it's really low in calories. I think they're about 40 or 50 calories per one. So personally for me, I do like that. I've got my frozen raspberries. I think I'd probably go through way too many frozen raspberries per day. I have some breakfast, I have some pudding. Sometimes I'll have some for lunch as well. It's just like an easy thing to have, do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to go for my bueno sauce today because it's banging. So I'm going to just put a little bit on top. That was probably a bit too much, but that's fine. We'll ignore that. And then I'm not going to have a meringue today. Don't really fancy it, so I'm not going to have one. And then this is the masterpiece. You'll be able to see. You can see. Yes. Just nearly tips everywhere. So I'm going to eat this, and then I think I'm going to end this video really, because I don't think I'll be eating anything for the rest of the night, and it's probably really, really long already. So I'll speak to you in a little while. Hello everybody. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please comment down below what you'd like to see next. And yeah, I'll see you next time.